Welcome, Steve Dickinson.
3 in the morning. Hey, 3 in the morning right now. 59. Yo, take a look at my mind, where is it at? Take a look at my mind, where is it at? Hey, I know that I just do these fucking things that maybe no one understands. Thinks I have a meaning to it. Logic think I'm dumb and put myself through a thing. And wait, nobody actually has a fucking clue, cause no one can see. Cause I don't let no one in, and I know that I need to get past this and get to them. But maybe one day I'll get to reunite with folks. But until I get this fucking problem figured out, I'm a ghost. Nico rocks. Yeah, I know. I think a lot and I talk a lot. I'm pretty prolific. I'm not pretty specific to be on top, but I just know I want to witness what I got. And it's cool because I'm taking my shot, and I know I got a list and it's fucking long. I got a list of my fucking little problems. I don't even like to admit about them, because I can usually jot them down and figure it out by myself. I know I trust myself like that, because you never let me down through all that I've been through. All that I've been through, my mind's got me through. So forgive me if I act like I don't need you, but it's really cause I think that's so true. I know that you do what you think you need to do, but I must go on without you, cause I got some promises to fulfill. And so I got plenty more miles to go before I lay my head down on my pillow, baby. I ain't fucking changing. I know they fucking hate me. I know I'm rearranging their doubts and all the positions they held, because every mind around me dies and rocks out of its shell. But for some reason my mind's sharp as ever. Baby, it's not that I'm even that fucking clever, or I don't really know. I just do what I do. I call it flow. They call me Rico. Rock, baby, just go. I know that this life will set you up and leave you ready to dive in a hole. It will leave you there. They'll act like they never knew that you were there at all, even though you helped them climb out through the wall. Man, what the fuck is the point when everyone around us, man, they just so distracted and lost? They fucking remind me of a fucking clown circus. Baby, that shit makes me so nervous. What? It's crazy being through ups and downs. Drugs are my best friend. I know I don't frown, because I can keep all that shit in my head, and they aren't the only thing. I might be dead by the time you hear this, but if I am, just don't have fear, bitch, because if Rico Rock's still here with you, then you know I ain't gonna let you go alone, baby. You ain't alone, baby. Rico a God, baby. You are my baby, baby. I know I talk some crazy shit, but Rico Rock's so fucking prolific, and my thoughts cannot be compared to those around me. Even though I look like a human and I walk and I be night every night, I just be up and I know I'm talking a lot, talking to myself. I don't need anybody, that's what I scream, but really y'all kept me going through all the fucking bullshit too. So that's why I know that I do something for you, and I know that one day maybe it'll make sense. But if I don't get my mind under control and these drugs keep fucking taking a hold, maybe I really won't go old, and who will know? Not fucking me. Maybe I tried to be free, but I got really fucking close. But baby, here, take a toast, because that shit grabbed me and didn't let go of my fucking toes, and I fucking slipped in. Where'd the fucking floor go? Free falling, there's my fucking ego. I know that this shit might catch up, but until then, I just say put your lighters and your cups up. Yeah, I need 2, maybe 3, 4 more. Let's go explore. This life is a cave of wonders. There's no limit to it, as long as you just believe in yourself. Don't let them stop you. Motherfuckers hating, every day's a party. Don't let them say something different. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD and Little Pete, nigga.
Can I go first?
We morning. Okay, 3 in the morning right now. 59.
Yes, Spicolli, I done started myself up. I done challenged myself for a 30-day will test.
All right, man. I wish you all the best of luck, bro.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with these. When I challenge myself, then I take it real personal because then it's like, oh, like there's something to fight against. That's why it's like when there's no will test, I just go crazy because there's nothing. I have no reason not to. But when I have a test, then I take it real competitive. Like I make sure I don't fail.
How many times have you gone on the wagon?
What do you mean wagon? No, there's no wagon. I don't look at it like a wagon. I've done 10 will tests. I've done 10 will tests, and I've completed every one. Every time I've done this, I've never failed.
Before?
I've told myself 10 times in my life, 10 months, so 10 30-day tests, and I've never failed it. Every time I start one of these, I go 30 days no drinking. Every time, no problem.
That's cool.
But as soon as the 30 days is over, I go right back to it, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Man, I gotta go to the garage and talk. My wife's sleeping. Hold on.
No, but so I'm excited because now I started a 30-day will test. I'm gonna save a bunch of money. A lot of positive things come from the 30-day will test. I save a lot of money. I've been spending too much drinking.
You know how much fucking money you're gonna save? I bought a 18 pack yesterday. Man,
I'm probably
that
gonna
shit
save
was
$1,000 in that 30 days. I'm probably gonna save close to $1,000.
But it was $21 for a fucking 18 pack. When those things came out, it were like $7.
Yeah, exactly. And you need 3 of them a day. Fucking exactly, or like at least 3 on the weekend.
But damn.
Yeah, no. So for that's another reason I started the 30-day will test because not only am I drinking too much, but I'm spending too much. So I think 30-day will test right now is a really good idea. So that way I could save a few bucks and I could sober up. I think right now is the perfect day to start a 30-day will test. I don't do it every often. Like the last time I did it was 4 months ago. I do it once every 4 months. Like I'll drink for 4 months straight and then I'll take 30 days off. Drink for 5-6 months straight, take 30 days off. So I think I just got done drinking for the last 4 or 5 months. I think I'm ready to take a 30-day break.
I just found a picture of an old buddy of mine. He had died a few years back, but he always gave up drinking for Lent. Then he would start smoking fucking weed.
Yeah,
But
that's what I do.
he
If I'm gonna not drink, I'm gonna
yeah,
do something else. I'm gonna be smoking hella weed for the next 30 days.
he called it his cocktail.
Yeah, no, I need to, cause I'm not saying I'm being sober. I said 30-day will test from drinking. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
To be honest with you,
Well, but 30 days, cause dude, I need that right now. I need that. I've been drinking really heavy lately. I think a 30-day will test will really realign myself.
Man, hey man, don't fucking drink like a fucking fish, a bunch of hard liquor, and drink heavily, and then go on the fucking wagon, man. You can fucking die.
No, I don't get that. I've never been like that. I don't get physical reaction. I don't get deep delirium tremors. I'm not like that. I could stop on a will test and just be fine.
It's a better withdrawal from heroin than it is withdrawal from alcohol.
I think for a lot of people, but I'm one of those. I think I'm an outlier. I don't get those reactions. I could drink super heavy, and then if I will test it, I could just stop. I don't have to wean myself.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck with me, but I didn't want you to.
No. I'm not like that. I never had a single seizure my entire life. I've never had a single seizure. I've never had nothing like this. 32 years.
If you want some, I sell them, man. I sell seizures.
Yeah, no, exactly. I always wanted to feel like what it's like to have a seizure, but I never wanted to start having seizures because once you start, you can't really stop.
I'll give you one for free if you complete the 30 days.
That's like a Pringles chip, a seizure. You can't just have one. You gotta have multiple. You gotta at least eat 3 or 4 of them bitches.
It's similar to pussy, man.
Yeah, no, but I'm not. Thank you for those concerning words, but no, when I do a 30-day will test, this is monumental. I was avoiding this, but I just made the decision, and once the decision is made, then it's almost like sending the paper through to the officials, like, oh, yep, here's the letter. Yep, we got to start the will test. Like I've just sent the letter through to my the hierarchy of my mind, like starting today. 30-day will test. Execute the mandate. Signed. I signed. I actually have a paper signed right here in front of me. It's official. Once it's official, then it changes everything because without rules, you're never gonna stop. But once somebody gives you a challenge, once you have like a ball game, then you can want to go ahead. Kartik, are you sitting there talking to your step whore of a mother? Your mother loves penis. Step Kartik's mother loves taking goat owl dick in throat.
Ah, man, I was talking to my father. He said you were fucking hard.
Say, tell your father that he needs to come pick up his wife's clothes from my house. All right, Kartik.
Part-time drinker, motherfucker.
No, okay,
And then
no.
gonna pass it
This
to
is my
him.
last time drinking. This is honestly after today, folks. I'm drinking right now, but starting today is the will test. I'm not. This is it. I'm on my last beer. I'm on my last beer for the next 30 days. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a lit will test. But I needed this one because I've been spending a lot of money. I'm spending like $30 almost a day, like at least $20 a day on drinking. This is just getting out of hand, folks.
That ain't shit, man. We'd go spend $175, $200 a night drinking.
No, that's too, dude. Think about that. That
But
times
that's
30
over like
days,
that's 30 years ago.
$100
That's 30 years ago.
times 30 equals 3,000. I think that's $3,000.
I was making good money back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could use that money elsewhere. That's I'm also taking 30-day will test because I'm gonna save myself at least $1,000 in the next 30 days. And
I'll
then
split it with you.
And then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy Kartik a nice little dress with that $1,000, and he could skip around town and get fucked like a little whore he is.
Wow, what?
Kartik, not you, Spicolli. I'm talking about Kartik, the guy in chat.
Yeah, no, I just thought I heard car. I thought you said a dress.
No, I am gonna buy Kartik. He's listening to the show. He's my business partner, but I'm gonna buy him a sweet little dress because he's
Okay.
Buy your mom panties, motherfucker. Don't buy me a dress. Buy your mom panties. That would be good.
Kartik, I'm gonna buy you a strap-on dildo for yourself.
I don't need those. Your mom need those, bro.
What'd you just say? Did you just say my mom needed those?
Yeah.
Kartik, now I'm not even gonna spend the extra money. Now you ain't even getting the dress. Now you're just getting the outfit. Now you're just getting a regular fucking t-shirt and jeans.
If you want to buy me something,
I was gonna buy you a nice sexy dress. I was gonna buy you a nice sexy dress, but now I ain't gonna buy you that. Now you done lost your chance. I was gonna buy you something pretty to wear for me. Now I'm gonna buy you a fucking monkey. Now I'm buying you a monkey mask. I'm gonna buy you a monkey mask.
He was referring to a woman dress.
Yes, because you are a sexy bitch. You are a sexy woman.
What is that mask with the ball, like on the gimp? From,
yeah, that's the choke collar. That's the ball gag. We call that the ball gag.
I'm trying to think of the movie. I can't fucking remember that far back.
Damn. No, the Kartik is my Indian transvestite, my little Indian fucking transgender.
Come on, man. Somebody in the chat. What the fuck? What was it? God.
Bro, you fucking asshole, man.
What the
you know
fuck
you were
was
gay.
That movie. With John Travolta, where they had the gimp.
All right, hold on. Let me look this up. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on, folks.
You don't know what movie I'm talking about? Oh fuck! It's a popular movie. Quentin Tarantino did it. Oh my God.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Bring out the game, folks. Yes.
All that drinking, what it'll do to you, make you lose your mind.
Exactly. No, you're telling me.
Well, that and all the other shit, it'll do it.
Let me tell you this, Piccoli. I know that me and you go way back.
Oh yeah, man.
Can I tell you this? I haven't done
Uh,
methamphetamines in 6 months.
that's good. That's
Dude,
one I've never tried.
yeah.
I
No, so I'm
had
6 months. I'm 6 months off of dope. That gives me a little bit of hope, man. Because I'd probably be brain dead sooner than later if I didn't get off of fucking dope.
I only have 2 brain cells left, and
Dude,
fucking other
I
fucking
don't have
always
many. I
fighting.
was so much sharper. Do you think like that sometimes, Piccoli? Do you think that
Well,
you were
mine
so
are
sharp?
always fighting though, so you can see, why mine are fucked up
You're
because
right.
you only
You
have
got one
2,
white blood
but
cell
they're
and one black
fighting.
blood cell, and they're race battling.
Yeah, mine are like, please, motherfucker, don't make us work.
Yeah, dude, man, does that fuck with you sometimes? Sometimes you don't even know what your favorite color is. Sometimes it's like people ask you, "Oh, what's your favorite color?" and you're
I
like,
give up on that. Fuck a favorite and all that. I'm just good to be breathing.
"Dude, isn't that funny?" Like I cannot remember shit about movies. Like no movies. If I watched a movie, I've watched 1,000 movies and I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, you could tell me some. I could just sit down and watch a TV show, and you could ask me what it was about, and I have no idea.
Exactly, I'm the same way, bro. Oh man, that's fucking crazy, isn't it? Because back when you were young, you thought that shit was so important. Oh, infomercials, TV shows, that shit. Boy, that's not really what's important. Tell me what's important. So if TV shows are not important, what is something you don't forget? If you forget a TV show, I do too, songs, all that shit. But what is something you really keep remembered? What's something you really keep up there?
My parents.
Your parents? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on, man. My dogs.
And your
Come on,
dogs, his
man.
parents and his dogs. Kartik, if
Yeah,
Kartik,
and I love my dogs, but it sucks to put one down. But I mean, my dad died when I was I was 20s, in my early 20s. But my
did you get
mom
an inheritance? Did
just
you get an
passed away. My
inheritance?
mom just passed away 2 months ago, and
Oh,
I'm the
sorry to hear that.
only
My condolences,
child.
Piccoli, for your recent loss.
Oh man, I appreciate that. It's just part of life, but it sucks, man, when both of them are gone. But luckily, I had a good relationship with her, and she was the best. But that's
Do you
what's
remember a
important.
lot of that? Do you remember that? Like, you don't remember TV shows, but do you remember a lot of your mother raising you as a child and like a lot of the memories of your
Oh
mother?
yeah, I have. Yeah, fuck yeah. We would sit
See,
around
so
and
that's worth keeping. Like those memories are probably more important.
she could bullshit. She would drink. I mean, they were nothing like me. My dad was a dentist, and my mom worked for customs and shit. I mean, you would not think
Yeah,
that
just
I
straight
came.
edge, just two straight edges.
No, my mom was fucking relaxed. They drank like motherfuckers. They could party like motherfuckers.
Really? That's
And
interesting. That's interesting. See, I come from, not to interrupt your story, but just the comparison. My parents are
no,
both not drinkers. Both my parents are non-drinkers, but
my
I'm a
man,
drinker. But I'm a
like
drinker.
the day when was I don't know. It was like 3 or 4 days after my dad died. Me and my wife took my mom out to the bar, and she was like 60 at the time, and she drank uh, a martini for every. I was drinking rum and coke at the time, and I had like 20 rum and coke, so she had 20 uh, martinis, straight up, just uh, vodka on the rocks with little vermouth, and that's it. And then we went home and opened a bottle of wine and lit up the barbecue pit. Drank the bottle of wine and cooked steaks.
Hell
That's
yeah,
type
bro.
of shit we did.
Oh yeah.
She was great.
Well, even though that you feel
She
that
had
you've
and she had to quit drinking like 4 years ago. She loved to fucking drink and party,
all
man.
right, so talk about
She
that. Talk
wasn't
about
an
the
al-
4 years. What were
She
the
could
four?
talk.
So you're saying the last 4 years she wasn't drinking?
Yeah, she couldn't drink. She started to get dementia, so due to her medication. She had to stop
Dementia's a
taking.
motherfucker. Dementia's
Oh
a
man,
motherfucker.
I don't wish that on anyone, man.
No,
I
but
just think
isn't
it's
that
fucking.
funny how we were just talking about sometimes you don't remember no movies even though you just watch a show? Like this is what I want to talk about. Is sometimes I feel that based on my reckless habits that I've caused early onset dementia. Like once I start losing my memories and shit, or not memories, but more like short term memory or something unimportant like
Yeah,
movies, it makes me wonder. I get a little fear in me, like, oh, am I having dementia? Is it over? Like sometimes I'll sit there and I get paranoid. I'm like, oh my gosh,
I
is
don't
my
stress on that. That's not. It's not the same. That the two aren't the same.
Well, I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you say that because like, I don't think I have dementia. I always felt like I was such a powerful
No,
mind.
you don't. You don't.
I've always
You
felt that
don't.
my mind was so bright that it would take so much to take it away.
It's still there. Just listen to me real quick. It's all Alzheimer's. They try to break it down and put it into different fucking words. It's Alzheimer's. They call it dementia. They call it this. They call it that. They call it all this fucking bullshit. Doctors are full of fucking shit. It's Alzheimer's. It's Alzheimer's. It's what it is. But it is a horrible, horrible disease. Very
So,
horrible.
we shouldn't. What you're
Horrible.
trying to say is we shouldn't conflate the two. That just because you lose, like you can't remember
It's the
every word on
same.
a TV show doesn't mean you have Alzheimer's.
It's Alz with a Z. ALZ. And then
Alzheimer.
put an
There you
S
go.
on
Okay,
there.
Alzheimer.
Alzheimer.
Or Alzheimer.
Alzheimer.
But the
Ain't
point
no
is
T in the mother. Yeah.
Alzheimer. No, Alzheimer.
Alzheimer.
Alzheimer. See, okay.
Yeah.
Alzheimer. Now that we get
Yeah,
the
that shit
vocabulary,
has nothing to do with our memory, given out on
so
us
it's something
at a.
severe. So if
I'm
you're
not as
losing your
young as
mind,
you,
that's
I don't think.
Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is losing your mind. But I think for somebody who, when you're young, maybe we could talk about this. When you're a little kid, you remember everything because you don't have much memories to remember. So as you go on, as the years go on, you have so many thousands of conversations to
That's the
remember.
point.
And so it doesn't mean that you have Alzheimer's because you can't remember every fucking sentence you had in your entire life. It's because you've had so many sentences. You can't. Who's gonna
You have
remember them?
so much shit go on in your life, you can't remember it all.
But
I
doesn't
don't know
mean
what the
right.
answer
But
is.
that's not
Okay, look it
Alzheimer's,
up.
right? See, I think people conflate the two. I think people are worried. Oh, because I can't remember every little conversation I've had means I'm losing my mind. I think is that true or is that panic?
It's your imagination going wild on you. It's just
It's
from
so
all the
panic.
fucking.
So it's
It's from
panic, and you're
partying, man.
panicking.
It's from partying with the bad shit, man. Trust me, I know. That's what it is. It's
It's
just
what?
it's just from partying with the bad shit.
So it makes you question your mind because you always feel guilty for that
You
you've
know, no, it's just like the paranoia. That's all that is.
yeah, I know, but
It's
it's
in your
just,
mind.
it is a valid paranoia, I think. There's some
Yeah, you could
paranoias
make
that
it bad.
no, but let me
You
tell
could
you
make
this.
it a bad.
There's some
Yeah,
paranoia you really shouldn't worry
drag
about.
yourself worse.
No, hold on this. Let me tell you
You
this.
can make it
Let me
worse
tell you
on
this.
yourself
Let me tell you
without.
this. Like you don't have to be paranoid about getting drowned in the ocean. Because if you never go to the ocean, you're never gonna get drowned in the ocean. But the mind, it's there. I think it's such a close problem to everybody. Like if you say, oh, don't worry about if you have a paranoia about venomous snakes, well, just never be around venomous snakes. If you're afraid of getting bit by sharks, don't be around sharks. But guess what? If you're paranoid about your mind, you cannot escape that motherfucker.
No, that's schizophrenia.
No, that's different. That's like multiple personality
I
shit.
think
Schizophrenia is more like
I don't know.
multiple personality.
I don't know all that shit, but I'm
I
just
do. I've met
trying to
many schizophrenics.
put
That's
you
more
at ease
multiple
that
personalities.
you're not
Schizophrenics,
fucking.
they haven't lost their mind. They're just jumping into multiple minds at once. What I'm talking about is dementia, Alzheimer's, fucking
You
mental.
don't have it. That's what I'm just trying to put your
No, no,
mind at ease. You don't have that
no. Thank
shit.
you for trying to put my mind at ease, but that does not put my mind at ease. You want to know why? Because I compare my old mind to my new mind. My old, and this
That's
could be
why.
This
compare anything.
comparison is a thief of joy. But you must, if you're a tactic, you must compare stats. If like, oh, I compare the stat. Like I can remember how quick my thoughts were, and they're still
What
pretty
do
quick.
you get out of comparing something?
What's that?
If you compare something, if you're comparing something of yours to something else, what do
But
you
it's
get
not
out
to
of
it's
it?
not to compare. I'm not comparing just for the sake of comparing. I'm comparing for stats. I'm like a statistician almost. Like, oh, last year at this time of the year it was 70 degrees. This year it's 60 degrees. Oh, last year it was 10 degrees higher. I think of my mind in that way, where I'm watching it, and I've watched it over the years. And some years it's hot. Some years, oh, my mind is hot. Like, oh, that mind was 100 degrees last year. My mind was 100 degrees, and now this year it's 50 degrees. Like, whoa, shit. How come it wasn't the same as last year?
Right.
So comparison by stats. Like, I've been so advanced in my youth of my mind where my mind was 100 degrees. I was thinking so fucking good. My thoughts were just, every thought I was having was Elon Musk. I was just creating shit. But then my mind slowed down. It's like, but you're right. You're right. It doesn't mean that that's dementia. That does not mean that's any disease. It could just be an alteration in the season. So it's best not to compare, because if you cannot live up to every hot season, then you think you're cold.
I mean, I had the answer, but I forgot it already.
Yeah, and I'm
But
ranting.
you
I'm
were
sitting here fucking rambling.
comparing something to something, and
Yeah, no, well, I was talking about like comparing stats, and then
right. But the
and the
last thing you said,
you know,
it hit home.
yeah, because
I had a thought,
yeah,
but I
because in my
forgot.
past, I felt like I had thoughts that were so hot in advance, and it's best not to blame on Alzheimer's, because
Right.
because sometimes people confuse change of season with disease. Just because you're not thinking as smart as you were doesn't mean your mind is in a state of disease. That's paranoia. That's paranoid bullshit. It could just be that you were in an environment of hot thoughts at the time. This is what I hope. That's my hope. My hope is that I have not seen the best years, that I have not mentally decayed. My hopes are that that was just
Yeah,
I've
don't think too much. That's why I have to say shit when I do, because I'll forget it. If you start thinking too much, man, you can drive yourself fucking insane.
now let me ask you this. Is it
If
not
you
better to drive yourself insane than have no thoughts? Because if you think a lot, isn't that better than having no thoughts?
well, the definition of insanity, though, that's doing the same thing over and over and over and over again,
Yeah.
thinking you're gonna come out with a different result.
So basically you're saying having a flawed thought doesn't make it a good thought. If you're just spinning your wheels with flawed thoughts just for the sake of thinking rapidly, so the goal is not to chase being a rapid thinker. The goal is to be a valid thinker, a wise thinker. It doesn't matter about how many thoughts you have. It matters when you do have a thought, it's worth something.
Yeah, research that if it's something worthy. I mean, in your mind, if it's worthy research, and I mean, I'm trying to find fucking something to simulate it.
Yeah, that's
Is
beautiful, man. That's beautiful. No, you're the great guy to talk to. Talking about mind rot.
watering.
Spicoli, hold on. You're starting a matrix. You're starting a matrix. Hold on. Let's give you a second to recome.
All right,
Okay, I think you're back.
how is this?
Okay, you're a lot better.
Okay,
Holy shit, dude! Talking about
the,
mind decay with
if
you is the
if
perfect
you
person.
talk, all right, you talk about like that, wanting to think. Yeah, man, I just come on here and act a fucking idiot. We're all more than who we are on here. But anyway, if like here's a thought. If is watering your grass good, is it good to water your grass with the city water? Well, you would have to look and see what the city puts. Where's the water? Where's the city get the water from? What do they put in the city? I mean, what do they put into the water to kill blah 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 blah?
Because
I
not
mean, you can
all
go on and
water
on
is
and
the
on and
same.
on.
That's another way to say not all waters are the same. Is another way to say not all thoughts are the same. That's perfect analogy.
Well, I mean, here I live by fucking a bunch of refineries. There's a bunch of shit they put in the water to kill bacteria, to kill this, to kill that, to do this, to do that. That's made for us to drink, not made for us to fucking grow grass with the shit. You know, it may maybe kill your flowers, but it's good for us to drink. Bullshit. Motherfucker, if it kills the fucking flowers, it's just I don't know, man. I'll get you all fucked up,
No,
man,
no, no.
because
You're
I'll start
100% right. You're
trying to.
100% right. This is such a beautiful metaphor example. I'm gonna steal this from you, talking about
But
public
there's
water
a
and
place up
public
in
thought.
Boston where
Because
they
if you
have,
just,
you know, those railroad ties, the big old black wooden beams
of course, yes,
that are used for
yes,
railroad
yes, yes,
ties.
yes. I used to live next to a
Well, they
railroad.
had a shitload of those motherfuckers in this one area that were soaked in creosote. I don't know if you know what creosote is. It's like a poison. It's that black shit.
That I don't. I'm not familiar with that,
It
but
will give your ass cancer. And they dumped a bunch of those fucking those blocks. I forgot what I called them already.
the railroad blocks, railroad blocks.
Yeah, the railroad jingolettas. And now all the people up in that area where they dumped them are getting cancer, and it's coming from that creosote. They don't even use
See,
that
but that's a
anymore.
whole other
Hell, we
psyop.
used to
How are
fucking
we gonna
roll on in it.
how are we gonna go from dementia to cancer? That you just jumped over a whole new shit. You just went from
No, it's just a scenario.
no,
It's a
bro, that's a
fucking
whole other conversation. You want to start talking about cancer, for real?
Well,
That's
that's
it.
what I mean. I don't want to fuck you up. I just
No, that the cancer talk's gonna
fuck
fuck
you
me
up
up.
with
I'd rather talk about mind-numbing dementia and Alzheimer's instead of
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. I'd rather talk about Alzheimer's and dementia, but you start talking about cancer and railroad blocks. Damn, that shit
Yeah,
next.
that causes it. The creosote.
Because I'll tell you, I've
Anyway, we'll
walked
go
those.
back.
I've
Well, let's
walked
go back
those.
to.
I don't want to get cancer. I don't want to have
I'm
Alzheimer's. But
not looking
are you
for it
telling me?
either.
Are you telling me that there's a chance that shit poisoned me?
Yeah, if you worked on the fucking rail line,
Well,
yeah.
I used to walk the rails every day.
Well, there's a chance that
See,
you
I
were
don't want to believe
exposed.
that. That's why I don't want to talk about that
used to
because
play on this shit. I mean, fuck. Who
that's
knows?
that just adds to the fucking stress. We're trying to take away from the stress.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Fuck it, man. If you die, you fucking die. I mean, what the fuck
There
are
you
you
go.
gonna do?
Exactly. Now, but I also want to
You have a
recover.
will written. Fuck.
So okay, let's go to willpower. Let's go to willpower. This is why I love talking about willpower, because will can overcome disease. If you are nothing but just your environment, but I think as humans, we have our X factor. You could say the human X factor is our willpower.
Hold on, let me catch this if I'm right. Willpower, you're saying willpower can overcome
Chemical
disease.
disease. Because yes, I think it can. Because now if you want to talk about railroad spikes, you could say your willpower to be to walk away from them. That's willpower. Willpower is recognizing danger and staying away from it, no matter how easy it is. Because now that's willpower. Because now everybody's on the railroad because it's easy to do. It's much more effective than walking. So everybody's getting poisoned because of effective easiness. So the goal is not to search for an easy life, because every path of easiness, every convenient path is going to lead you to cancer, lead you to decay. The best path is to trust in your will and be durable. So let's welcome our
Sorry
next.
for the noise real quick. Sorry for this.
All right, folks.
Done.
Hello, folks. Yeah, we're going to introduce our next guest. He's going to help us out here. We're talking about mental decay, willpower. We're going to welcome our next legendary guest to the show, folks. The next guest we have on, he is such a legendary bastard. This guy is tough as iron. This guy is pretty much forged out of a damn mountain. He's like a diamond of a human. He is so smart. He's so fun to talk to. Undefeated in the streets. Let's welcome the powerful Boogie Nights.
What's up, Boogie?
Wow, hey guys, how you doing, man? What's up, Spicolli? How you been, man? Rico rocks. Been a long time. Rico, thanks for having us.
My pleasure. My honor, sir.
Hey, don't hit that block button. That'd be great.
Yeah, no, you got it. I guarantee you. Guarantee you ain't got to worry about that.
So how's everybody doing? Starters. Tough as nails. I don't know about all that. Thank you for the compliments and all that good stuff. Spicolli, that dude's tough as nails. I know that for a fact.
Well, that's why we're enjoying the conversation with him. Maybe you could add to this conversation. What we're talking about right now is conflating and confusing weak willpower with mental disease.
Weak willpower with mental disease in which
Because
aspect?
some people think, oh, I have a disease. Oh, I have dementia. I have Alzheimer's. I have this and that. But sometimes it's just weak willpower. Sometimes.
Yeah, no.
I'm good now.
Spicolli, how you been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm hanging in there, just living life day to day, taking care of shit as it comes.
Yeah.
Man, this fucking big ass tree. I don't know how you put pictures on Podbean, but this motherfucker's tree next door fell, and it landed on my fucking truck. It landed on my mom's car.
I hope they.
I hate to end small talk here, but Boogie Nights, with you joining the panel, I demand depth. So let's go to deep, okay?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So what do you believe about the human will? Like, so I would.
Will.
No, let me open up the question. So I believe that every animal is powerful. You got monkeys, very strong. You have birds, very agile. Rats and cockroaches, very survival. Like all these little animals around us, they have these very desirable attributes. But now, what separates a human? Like, why would you care to be a human? Like, what is so fucking good about being a person? Because we are weak. We are just weak.
What is in our bodies over the thousands of years? We done it to ourselves. So
what the point is, we're not trying to make it about how weak we are. My question to add is, with that being said, I think that the human willpower is our gift. That what separates
our will to survive. Yeah.
Our will, just not only a will, but just will for anything. Once we set our mind to it, there's nothing we can.
You want it, you can get it.
Exactly. Yeah. So speak on that. So speak on our human gift of that. Like, let me ask you this: what is one way that you use your mind to get what you need or want?
I use the skills I've learned over time. I've learned them from many, many people. If I need to hunt, I know how to do so. I will always live. It's the one thing, I will never be hungry.
Now,
ever.
Can we chalk that up to willpower?
Absolutely.
All right, so that's what I'm saying.
That's good. You have to kill animals to survive. You have to know how to kill them, know how to skin them, gut them.
But you have to have the will to survive first. You have to have the will to survive. I think that's what I like to talk about is the will, the human will. When a human decides something, it changes the universe. If a man says this is the way the world. So let's talk about that.
Rico. Looking at it from the bolts and nuts of it. You're thinking of it as like curing yourself if you have a disease, that your mind can overpower that disease, that chemical disease that you have. Like, what was your example?
I was talking about Alzheimer's. I was talking about like memory loss and then alcoholism, perhaps, where it's like, do you feel like there's these?
I'll say it straight out and loud. I drink beers every fucking day, man. I enjoy it.
Let me ask you this.
Keeps me nice and calm. Now, it's self-medicating.
That's your will. That's the will, though. That's your will. Like your will doesn't feel like it's being attacked when you drink.
No, not at all. And do I need it to survive? No.
No.
Does it relax me? Sure. But I believe that, my Keystone Light is better than taking an anti-anxiety pill.
Well, I 100% agree.
That's,
I 100% agree. I'm not a
Yeah, that'd
pharmaceutical
be
fan,
great.
but I'm not heading towards total sobriety. That sounds lame, but what I'm heading towards is willpower. I want to know that I don't need to drink every day. Like
oh,
I still want to be able to drink if I want to, but what I would like to
yeah.
get to is drink on the weekend or drink on occasion. I don't want to. I start feel like it's out of my will. Once I drink every day, I feel like it starts becoming a thing where I'm a slave
Well, it
to it.
becomes a habit. It's a habit. It's a habit.
Yeah.
You just, people fall into, it's an everyday lifestyle kind of thing. What's the first thing, what kind of shoes do you wear?
I wear. Let me tell you this. I wear shoes, but can I tell
Not
you
like,
this? But I
yeah.
don't wear socks. I don't wear socks
Okay,
unless
no,
I'm
no,
at
no.
work. Unless I'm at work. If I work,
Okay,
I
okay,
wear
that's fine.
socks.
But how much do they weigh? Is what I'm guessing.
Not much. Like less than a pound,
Okay,
probably.
okay, less than a pound for the pair. I wear steel toe boots every day.
I
That's
still
five and a
wear them.
half pounds. What's
Damn.
that?
I don't work anymore, and I still wear them. That's all I
Yeah,
wore.
there you go.
Spicoli wearing cement boots.
Fucking no, I will
That's all
always.
I wore, man, before I had back surgery, and
I'm the
that was a
opposite.
lot.
I'm the opposite. I walk barefoot unless I'm at work.
And so what I'm getting at is, I've got.
I learned to play the drums. I'll play with the big ass steel toe
No,
boots.
I
They're
love
not
being
well.
barefoot. I'm like a hippie. I like being bare feet.
There you go, bro. I used to love that shit, but it's like the difference in work. Like, so to date, the will to survive, things like that.
Yeah, the human
I've,
will. That's what it
yeah,
is. The human will is it is a power.
okay,
It's a power. It is our gift.
right. To do my job and the will to survive and to make the funds I need. Like today, I worked in the warehouse. I didn't need to wear steel toe boots. I was going 100 miles an hour faster, and but I didn't need the steel toes because there was nothing that I needed to wear them for.
But you're so used to it based on your childhood.
Yeah, and I was just so much quicker on my feet today than I would have been.
Let me ask you this. I hate to say because we were talking about human will. We're gonna go to small talk a little bit.
Yeah,
Forgive
yeah,
me,
yeah.
listeners, but let me ask you this. So as far as footwear goes, I hate to take the conversation from willpower to footwear, but let me ask you a footwear question. So I have a footwear question for you, Boogie Nights. The Boogie Nights, when you wear a heavy shoe like a steel toe boot, doesn't that make your feet stink and sweat more?
No, I mean, I guess maybe. I mean,
You fuck though, if you're working.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
if you
If you
were,
give
but
a
I mean,
fuck, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
If you give a fuck about having stinky feet,
But you get home, if you take care of your feet and your body and your shoes, and if you're
right?
wearing the
So
same.
you got to do all
Number
these
one,
extra
you can
steps. So, are you
smell.
telling me? Is Boogie Nights telling me that you sit there and you soak your feet? Do you have one of those foot massagers? Do you have one of those foot massagers?
Oh no, no, I don't. No,
I had one of those
absolutely not.
water and a motherfucking vibration,
Spicoli,
and I have massage them. I'm
dude,
serious, man.
no,
You care more about your feet being comfortable than you do about how they smell. If you're
no. I want tough feet, but that's why I don't even wear socks. So I'm also a foot guy because I don't wear socks to make my feet tougher. But I also don't want to over sweat my feet. I feel like if you wear socks, it sweats your feet up. But
Well, I can get into that. A few years ago, back in 2018, I was working in a chemical lab where we had to wear. We didn't have to, but it was suggested to wear foot covers, rubber foot covers, over whatever shoes you wanted to wear to work. And so I chose tennis shoes and I put these foot covers over it. And, at the end of the day, I was leaking niconol, which is, it's a chemical, and, inconol and all kinds of different chemicals. And at the end of the day, we'd spray our feet off. And when I get home, I would just leave my shoes on for the first like month or so. And then
Bringing it in the house, bro.
No, I wasn't bringing it in the house. I was spraying, my feet were,
So you thought that would be enough? You thought that would be enough because
we sprayed our feet off, like our shoes and everything else with a hose. Like everything was rinsed off, no chemicals.
So it's a moisture thing. I'm talking about moisture.
Right, it was a moisture thing. And so I would still leave my shoes. I would get home and leave my shoes on for another 4 fucking hours while I was running around doing things, this and that. And so on top of that, hello. We still, okay. So my foot started fucking rotting away on the right side.
What? Well,
and on the left side, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I went to the fucking doctor and they're like, you got jungle rot. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And they're like, well, it's a real fucking thing. And it's because there was my feet were sitting in its own shit.
Like black mold. It's like black mold. You're pretty
Not
much
black mold. It is just moisture and bacteria.
It's like foot mold, F mold. Instead of black, we'll call it white mold since you white. If you're a black guy, if you're a black guy, you got black mold. Black mold.
All right. Well, either way, it's because I wasn't letting my feet air out.
Yeah.
I wasn't letting my feet air out at night. And so I took the heat, started changing my shocks twice a day, even at work, and then taking my shoes off when I got home. And it just went away. I didn't need medication or anything like that. But
exactly. That's why I don't wear shoes unless I have to. So that didn't teach you when you said you didn't have to the other day. You were driving around. You didn't have to. Like, didn't you want to wear some at least a pair of dry shoes with no sock?
Who?
Dry shoes, no sock.
Who?
You. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody. Was it you or Spicolli?
I don't no. I want to wear socks and boots. That's it, man.
All right. See, Spicolli, he's done for punishment. Spicolli wants the fucking foot rot, dude.
No, I never had that shit, man.
No, what I'm talking about is like the covers I wore. The covers I wore over my shit, there was no ventilation at all. Boots,
air getting to you.
Yeah.
I mean, not circulation from blood, but air circulation.
Yeah, and boots that people normally wear, like I wear shoes, they have circulation. What I had zero. It was an airtight type situation. I was stupid. Didn't know that. Fucking, it's what you get.
You learn the hard way.
Yeah, so as far as we can compare that to human willpower, I think it's similar. I think it's the will, a human will. If you pretend, now just to compare the metaphor, like pretend your human will is a foot, and you got airtight shoes, no circulation, and you start getting Alzheimer's and this and that. But now, if you have some airflow, you have the powerful willpower, you could survive any condition. So
you can't. You can't.
Know where you're going with this.
Neither do I.
Yeah, me neither. Come on, guys. I'm trying here. We're trying to do willpower talk.
The shoes, I don't get having to willpower to overcome that.
Yeah, no,
absolutely not.
Having Alzheimer's, you cannot have willpower to overcome that.
You can't escape age.
Hold on. Now that's a good question. He said,
about getting a disease like catching COVID-19. You're saying
but this is what I mean. Spicolli, this is what I mean. Spicolli, what I mean is I'm not saying you could prevent Alzheimer's by that, but what I'm saying is if you have good willpower, it might prevent Alzheimer's. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that will Alzheimer's, if you have willpower, it'll means you can't eventually get Alzheimer's, but I mean that like it's quicker. It's quicker. Like him wearing shoes with no socks, he got instant foot rot. Now,
You
Yeah,
couldn't do that though at his job.
but now that's what I'm saying.
right.
If you have no willpower, you're instantly gonna get mind rot. Willpower is the airflow. That's my whole roundabout way of saying willpower. Having willpower and understanding willpower.
I
Go ahead.
Spicolli, I do kind of get where he's wrapping around that because Alzheimer's, I've not suffered from it, but my grandmother did, and other family members have, and what that is you get stuck into this.
I know, man. My mom fucking had it.
Yeah,
Passed away from having it a couple of months ago, man. It fucking sucks.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I really am sorry to hear
all
that.
cool. It's part of fucking life, the
It is. But sometimes a lot of that comes from you're just alone. You get stuck in the same cycle of doing the same thing over and over again, and your brain is just
It loses its
stuck
will.
into that.
It loses its ability.
If you're fucking 84 years, 84,
Right. Yeah.
and you can't smell, you lose your sense of smell. Your senses start to deteriorate, and you don't. There's all kinds of scenarios that fuck shit up. He wasn't bathing enough, so man,
You're absolutely right. And
that's a fucked up thing.
my grandmother went through that.
But I tried everything. I couldn't do it, so I had to put her in a nursing home, and she had a stroke, 2 strokes, and passed away. That's it. But I don't know if it's from sitting around doing the same fucking thing. She worked until she was fucking 74.
Yeah, she
That's
made it.
exactly how
And she loved to drink, like I was telling Rico earlier.
Yeah, so no, but there's willpower because see now that's willpower at work. Her willpower got her up to work every day. That's willpower. That's pure willpower. If you're old and you're drinking and you still get up for work, that's willpower.
You're damn right. She was pissed off when they told her she can't drive. Fuck you, I can drive. No, you can't, Miss Mins. Oh, fuck, man, I didn't mean to. Anyway, but yeah, go ahead on. I didn't mean to cut you off, Boogie, but I do understand.
Yeah, and it turned
Rico earlier, dementia, whatever y'all want to call it. It's all Alzheimer's. It's the same.
Yeah, it is. It's the same fucking thing. And what it does is your brain just starts to turn to mush.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just start. And then your cognitive memory.
You become less than human at that point. I think
you don't become less than human. You just become
not technically, but kinda. Not you're still human, but that you lose.
Right, but you digress.
It's like a bee. It's like a butterfly without its wings. It's like you're still a butterfly, but can you still really be a butterfly? Like our willpower is our wings.
Right, but
it's the separator. It's the separator.
Like Spicolli was saying, when you're 84 fucking years old, you can't do the same things you did when you're 40 years old.
Yeah, no. So by that point,
regardless.
Yeah, no. See, that's where that's that unique specific.
And
like that's
she was fine for a year and a half.
But a lot of people
she had a stroke.
I'm not talking about 80-year-olds. I'm talking about 30 and 40-year-olds. We're talking about 30, 40-year-olds.
Well, I'm older than that, motherfucker.
50, 60, don't tell me you're 70, Spicolli. Tell me.
Hey, bro, I don't give a fuck. I made it to 50. I don't know how.
All right, so you're 50. So you're 50. You're talking about 80 something. Then you've pretty much made your point. You've made it that far.
But I'm not going to make it there. I'll make 60. Anyway,
but what I'm talking about is these young minds. What I'm talking about is I'm 30 and I'm dealing with this willpower battle.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
That's a good age.
Yeah, I'm 32.
Goddamn right it is. I was getting so much pussy at 32.
I haven't had sex in 2 years, and I'm 32. This shit's swinging.
I'm 42. So
that was a good year too, man. Fuck. But you got your filthy 40s, your dirty 30s.
Hey, man, I just got done dealing last year with a kid that wasn't mine.
Yeah, and he even built a whole nursery for the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I raised three. That I don't have any kids that I love. I changed my
yeah, you
name.
don't get it. This bitch, she tried to
I
make the
do.
kid mine.
I got named.
Yeah, no,
Like
So
she was Kobe
struck
Bryant.
to,
She was Kobe Bryanting his ass. This is your kid. She put a kid on
yeah,
this kid.
yeah.
yeah.
That
I went and got the
was
money.
not fun. It was no. I spent a lot of money.
It's a fucking. I didn't have to go as far as you, bro, and I'm sorry you had to, man.
No,
That's
hey man, it's my fault for not keeping my dick in my pants.
It's
yeah.
not your fault, Boogie. It's not
So
your fault. You were
I
just a
borrowed the
guy
money
trying to
for an
catch a nut.
abortion.
That was her
I
fault. That was
borrowed
all
the
her fault.
money from a girl that I know for an abortion, and I said, I bet this bitch is lying. I cashed that check for the money I borrowed, and me and my buddy went and got shit faced and spent every bit of it on
and a
partying.
boy.
I got paid cash basis.
All right,
Tried
guys. So
that,
I guess
man.
that's my whole point. My whole point right here is that the human will is our human gift. That what separates us from animals is our ability to choose our will and direct our
No,
will.
you're absolutely right. We have a choice. Humans have a choice. Animals do not. Animals have instinct.
Yeah, that's the difference between
I
will and
mean,
instinct.
and I guess we all have that animalistic instinct in us. We have the will to go get what we want.
Right. We have the will
Damn, man,
to.
you're fucking my brain up, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Will is something to train. Will is the ultimate because that keeps you powerful. It is going to be the thing that keeps you young. Is to learn how to control your will. That even though that the world gives you all the drugs and alcohol and pussy, if you don't want it, you don't want it. When you want it, you want it. It's your will. It's not it. Not false victim.
I'm, I'm gonna,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Rico
keep drinking
Concha said
beer
hi.
right now.
No, yeah, and I'm not quitting alcohol. I'm not Mr. AA. I'm not Mr. But I know that I recognize when
Yeah.
I'm drinking
Rico,
too
do you hear
much.
me? Concha said hi, man.
Hello,
Concha
Pancha.
said hi,
Hello,
my
Pancha. Hello,
wife.
Pancha. Hello, Pancha.
She already burned off, man. You were lollygagging. She ain't got time for lollygaggers.
Oh my goodness, I know
I'm
Pancha.
fucking. She's right. I'll tell her you said hello. Go ahead, man.
Now, but my point is like, yeah, don't confuse me. I'm not Mr. Sobriety, but I could recognize that my will could be a tool because I am drinking
Oh yeah.
recklessly as out of habit, and I'm going to use my willpower to check myself.
Oh, I've had to do that in the recent past year. I mean, I've gained a title at my workplace because I've quit being after. I was in a bad spot, let my mind, you know, be retarded over this stupid hoe bullshit. I'm like, fuck that noise.
Hey,
It's time to
Boogie,
get yourself back together.
can't you make yourself go? Uh, you can make yourself go insane. Is that correct?
Oh yeah,
Told her,
absolutely.
I said, man, you can make yourself go insane thinking
Sitting
too.
inside your own brain. Back in I'm gonna share
I
some
I made myself go insane, thinking the same shit over and over and over. You'll
I,
fucking know.
I'm gonna go ahead and share some things to you guys. Back in 2006, I got arrested. My family turned me in because they didn't know what to do. My best friend had just died out of nowhere, and I thought it was my fault because I wasn't there for him. My girlfriend had left me. I dropped out of college, and I sawed off a shotgun and put it in my mouth. And my dad caught me, and he called the cops. And I fucking ran, of course, and so I ended up more time for that, this, and that, the other. So yeah, your mind will make you, because all of that, I couldn't have prevented my best friend from dying. He made his choices, but then I took it upon myself that what could I have done to save my best friend? I'd already saved him a few times from drinking and driving. It was just inevitable he was going to die. Let me finish. Let me finish. It was inevitable that he was just going to die that way. And so I let myself fall into that. My girlfriend left me because she saw me as weak. And then because of all of my dumbassery, I failed out of college. I felt I had nowhere to go. And then I decided I was going to kill myself. And then that's when the parents intervened. And then I ran, which was even dumber.
So you're telling me that if your parents didn't intervene, you would have pulled that trigger?
Yeah. I wasn't at home when they found my gun.
No, so you're saying what stopped the trigger pull? Was it your parents or was it willpower?
I wasn't there when they found my gun.
Your mind's in a different state, man.
Yeah, it was, and it made me go insane.
Damn, dude, I think that's probably something we all could share, even though we haven't really shared. But I also once almost killed myself. I'm talking really close, one time. I used to shoot up drugs and do this and that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I almost violently took my life once, and but I've never done it twice. But one time, I put a knife up to my throat. I put a knife right up to my neck. I just put a blade right up to my neck, and I just said, all you have to do is pull back. All you have to do is cut it. That's just one movement.
Go down, not across.
I fucking was ready to cut my neck open, bro. And
I'm not being an asshole. If you're gonna do it, do it. Don't,
Yeah.
That's
what I learned from that. That's what I learned from that is either I was gonna do it then or I was never gonna do it again.
I had a friend of mine. We were little kids, man, and this motherfucker was always talking shit like that. And then the motherfucker went and did it, man, and hung himself in his mom's garage.
Yeah.
And we went over there and saw his boots hanging. And the mother and one of my best friend's mom took him down, man. And so the police got there. There's so much shit that I've seen. And
I got a hey, man.
In the fucking working in the county jail, you want to talk about how to kill yourself, man? I picked up.
Yeah, tell me something really bad. What's one of the worst things you've seen in the county jail?
Picking up dead people, man. This guy lied. He sat there and lied to my face. I booked him in one night, and he had the strap, the stretchy thing. I don't know what you call it, but motherfuckers who slam dope know. And
yeah, like a rubber band.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, I make slingshots for my kids." I said, "Motherfucker, don't play me, man. I look fucking stupid." Blah blah blah. Anyway, I said, "You'll be out in 24 hours." So I get off of work. When I come in the next day, he should have been out of there. And the shift before me fucked up. And we come on to shift, and he's back in G4. He's still downstairs, and he's hanging.
Wow.
And I'm telling him to shut the fuck. I'm hollering, "Shut the fuck up." Thought it was an inmate, and it's the deputy doing his count. And he goes back there and finds him hanging. And the dude is purple.
Wow.
So cold.
Yeah.
Stiff already. They didn't.
Yeah, rigor mortis already said it.
The first day the first day I was there, man, they took us back.
I've never seen a dead body. To be honest.
I've seen many of them before I went to even there, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
But anyway, the AB, I don't know if anyone of y'all is familiar with the AB. The Aryan Brotherhood. It's a prison gang.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And the first day I was in there, as a deputy, I'd been in there a lot of times as a inmate, but he had cut himself from his wrist to his elbow.
He wanted to get the job done.
Yeah, I don't know if they did it or if he did it, but I didn't know there was that much blood in your body to survive.
Yeah, you can smell the iron in the air. You
don't
know?
know how much.
Oh yeah, we must have lots of blood. I've lost so much blood in my life, and it never affected me. So I've lost so much blood and I was fine, we must have lots of blood.
Yeah, well, like 8 gallons.
You have no, it's not 8 gallons. 4. I think you have 4 quarts. I can't think of it right now.
Dude,
I
I've
just
lost a
looked
shit ton of blood and I was still cognizant. That's how I know we got a lot of blood, because I've dripped blood all over the sidewalk.
They stitched him up and he was back in medical, and it's just some crazy shit you do.
Yeah, no, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. What about you, Boogie Nights? Boogie Nights. Let me ask you, Boogie Nights.
I got along with the crazy people who smear shit all over them. I can talk to them. I got used, you get used to the smell.
That's different than dead, though. That's different than a dead person. So what about you, Boogie Nights? Let's talk about a situation where you've seen somebody die or you've seen a dead body.
Not 8th grade. On the streets, man, it's fucking crazy. Go ahead, bud.
I had I call my sister the Black Widow. I have one brother-in-law that survived. He got out. What?
I'm sorry. You said you have one brother who's something, and I said what?
I have my sister. I call her the Black Widow. I've had 3 brother-in-laws. One has survived. Her.
Gotcha.
And he got out after a mental breakdown with her craziness. And, I mean, the first one, he blew his brains out. We came into the house and saw that. His brains just all over the fucking wall. And, of course.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Wow.
That's one. And the second one, he got out. Third one, he drank himself to death. We found his body in the hallway. My nephew found him first, and my sister was at work, and she called me, so I went over there. And yeah, he was laying there dead. And that's the most. Let's see. Old Greg, extreme. My buddy. Hey, yo, calm down. I got a handful for you. My buddy Greg Anderson, he got himself into a accident many, many years ago with another friend of mine, Shane, who was driving. They were methed up, and Shane had put on his seatbelt. Greg did not. They swerved to miss a deer, slammed a tree. Greg flew out of the truck and suffered a traumatic brain injury. Went on to live for a few years while Shane only got a broken arm out of that. Old Greg, we went over to his house one night to go party, and no answer. Door was open. And there he was, half his head. I mean, there were a few teeth left in the bottom of his jaw, but he had put a fucking 12 gauge in his mouth and just did that. So that was, yep. Then my friend Dan, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, when you see all of shit like that, it doesn't make you better or more. No,
it doesn't make it, but it desensitizes. It desensitizes you.
Cold motherfucker. It can make you a cold motherfucker.
You're just used to it. You just get used to it.
Let me put a positive bow. So, you know what? Go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Let it go.
Fuck me. That's my fucking cat. My cat just went nuts over here. I just pulled my gun.
Is that Gary? Was that Gary?
That's Gary. Yeah.
How dare
You
he?
scared the shit out of me. My gun is pointed right at her, man. It's just, I'm talking about this shit. Freaked me out.
Dude,
Whew.
imagine if that shit, if it would have went off and just blasted her away. Oh my god, that would have been.
No, I keep the fucking safety on, man. The finger control is everybody knows that shit.
Look, Gary's lucky. Gary's lucky.
Whew. I'm lucky because that's the second time that shit happened today. I walked into my house after work, and she was under she was in the cabinets underneath, and I heard some shit fucking fall. The house is all dark as fuck. And I fucking just picked up my fucking gun because I'd leave it. And I fucking walked in my bedroom just like one would. And I flipped on the light, and my dumbass, my light, when I flip the light on, my radio turns on. And as soon as I heard a voice, I fucking, that's twice today I almost fucking shot for no reason. Whew. Something's happening.
Are you telling me that you heard Mr. Morning Radio and you almost shot your radio?
Yeah. So anyway,
You're on edge right now.
I had a buddy of mine, Dan Zucker. He was I did concrete with him. And he went through a bad situation. And divorce, downhill. He was a fucking alcoholic, kept a bottle of fucking whiskey under his seat at work. And, eventually I didn't see him no more at work, and he was living in my fucking foreman's barn. And, yeah, he's looking for work. His wife left him, this and that. And I showed up to work one day, and cops were there, and guess who's hanging off the fucking hay bale sheet? He just swinging. He made sure he couldn't get himself down. He tied himself up and swung 10 feet out, 40 feet off the air. So even if he got himself off, he was going to fucking die on the drop.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing such traumatic, perhaps traumatic stories. And when I compare myself to that, I think the willpower is going to be the difference. I think that willpower, if you feel you don't have it, then you're going to feel like a victim. You're going to feel that there's nothing left to live for. But if you got a little bit of willpower, you know that there's always a chance, man. There's always a chance to control your own life and sail yourself in like a sail in a ship towards a brighter future, perhaps.
So I guess at that point, Spicolli, have you ever thought about killing yourself?
Oh yeah, fucking, I couldn't count. I'm good at math, man. I had to go back and get my trig book out to figure out how many fucking times that was.
But guess what? You're still here.
Yeah.
That's willpower, man.
I tried a few times when I was a stupid kid, teenager. But,
How?
yeah, I still have fucking scars. I did it the wrong way. I was so fucking dumb. I didn't know the right way to do it. You got to go up and down, not left or right.
Oh.
But there was blood and shit. My dad just came in there and pushed me on the bed and took all my fucking knives and
Wrapped you up?
blah, blah, blah. And that was kind of the end of that. And I had thought about it. When was it? Oh, after I had man, I just running out of fucking beer, man. God damn. I know I didn't drink it that quick. It was after I'd had back surgery and my life was like flipped upside down, man, making good money, being a, 6 foot, 45 pound motherfucker, a feeble 115 pound motherfucker I was fucked. but I bounced back over that shit.
That's what you do. That's willpower.
That was in
I think that is. I think it is willpower. Thank you so much, Boogie. You're such a great guest.
That was in 2006. I had 7706. So by 08, I had my shit back together and have had it since. My problem is other people. I want to get rid of other people. Unfortunately, there's too much in society today. There's too many people without. This is just my whatever the fuck you want to call it, my rendition or my views. There's too many people without any fucking common sense. They lollygag. They're reckless on the highway. Just stay the fuck away from me.
All right. What do you think about that, Rico?
Huh? Am I breaking up?
No, well, I think it's a tough one. It's a tough one because suicide and willpower. That's the subject in which it starts getting into it. But I do think there's a connection there. I think that
will to live.
The will to live.
Had died. It was like my brother. He was playing baseball mailbox like a fucking idiot. He's 10 years older than me. He was my godparents' son, which, we were really close. And there was like the number 7. It was a bar, a piece of pipe welded and the mailbox hanging down from it. And the pipe went down into the ground, came up, straight out of the ground, and then a piece of pipe welded perpendicular to it. And when they got to it, that pipe hit him in, it threw him out of the car. It damn near decapitated him.
Yeah.
Killed him instantly. But this was briefly after that was when I tried to. This shit was fucked up. And
yeah, shit.
Same thing.
Yeah, shit gets fucked up.
Drinking and I'm not talking about smoking weed. I was all it's in 8th grade.
Man, that
Spicolli has been through a lot of shit, man. Spicolli, that's one thing I love about you is you've been through so much shit, man. You've been through fucking so much.
I've seen a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It happens in life, man. And fucking.
And I've been through a lot too, but not death. Death is one of those things I've avoided. Everyone avoids.
Yeah, we all avoid death.
No,
that's
but I mean,
for sure.
not death in my own death, but
seeing it.
Yeah, I've never been to a funeral. I'm 32. I've not been to a single funeral.
You're fucking kidding me, man. All my friends are fucking died.
No shit.
No, I've lost friends,
I'm there with you.
But I always run away. I'm never there to see it. I'm never there to be around it. I'm always.
Oh, man, you got to man up and go there and respect them.
Yeah, that's the problem I have. I always just escape. I always just run off when around death.
Because you can't handle the.
Well, I'm just so unfamiliar.
The thought of.
It's hard, man.
It is.
It's not.
It is rough. I mean, there's another dude I fucking knew when I was big into the fucking coke game. I watched this dude fucking OD in front of me, and everybody just stood around, and we're like, "Well, he's just fucking dead."
Did they pick up the drugs? Did they pick up the drugs that he OD'd on?
No.
Yeah, everybody fucking, they scattered like fucking rats. The fucking cockroaches, as they were. I fucking stayed. I didn't have any drugs on me. And the fucking drug dealer, the dude I was at, is like, yo, stay. I was like, all right, because I don't want to get fucking shot. And this dude, Anthony, he's just laying there fucking twitching the fuck out. Like, I watched him die. Watched him. And there was and this is back in the day when they didn't have that fucking, Narcan. Yeah.
That's why I always like doing drugs by myself. That's why I always, when I used to do drugs, I haven't done drugs in a while, but when I used to, I've never been the guy to do them around other people. I love to go back home and do them alone. So I'm gonna die. I want to die alone. I don't want to die in a group of people.
No, you don't. Well, I mean, nobody wants to die alone. Nobody wants to die in a group of people. I mean, that's one thought you want to.
Yeah, but dying alone always seems easier.
It'd be great to go out with a big sleep with all your problems, the rest. Everybody who died today had plans for tomorrow. Just remember that.
Yeah, and never forget that, folks. And it takes the willpower to forge through this life and to not just be another victim. If you have a drug problem, use your willpower to quit. If you have an alcohol problem, use your willpower to quit. If you don't care, then use your willpower to just thrive. And just no matter what happens, man, the human will is the gift that we have to make stories. And it's not, life is not worth rushing death. Let death come to you. Let death come and get you.
That's why they say life is rough, and it has its bumps in the roads. That's when it's rough as a motherfucker, and you make it through there, man. Somehow make it through.
Jon Snow in chat says, "Fuck that willpower. That's fucking bullshit." Now we finally have somebody who disagrees with us. Jon Snow, what you mean willpower is fucking bullshit? You have to explain yourself in 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes, Jon Snow. What do you mean willpower is bullshit? Unless you're just being edgy. How are we going to just give a show about willpower and then he...
You can fight, protect, whatever the new shit is.
I mean, Rico barely likes me. So, I mean, this guy. I'd like it.
Exactly. If I would deal with Boogie Nights, you should see what I'll do to Jon Snow.
Right.
No, Rico, I got to give you props on. You have come a long way.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to kill you today, Rico. You're good.
Damn.
Well, shit.
Man, he would piss me off so bad. But he's come. You're absolutely right, Boogie. He's come a long fucking way, and I give him. He's trying to go 30 on the wagon, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 30-day will test today. Starting today, I'm not gonna buy any alcohol for 30 days. I'll see you guys in 31 days. But for the next 30 days, I am gonna be sober as fuck, and it's gonna suck.
So you're just gonna stay off here and?
No, I'm gonna be sober, I'm gonna be on air, but I'm not gonna have any alcohol.
Well, I'm not gonna be around day 10 because you're gonna be angry.
Dude, I'm gonna be fucking. Well, see, no, I might just sleep the month away. I might just not even come on. You never know.
Hey, man.
But
we have a place here in Fort Wayne, Indiana called Sleepology.
Nice.
And it's where they put you whatever kind of fucking like addiction you have. They will put you to sleep for basically 3 weeks and
that's all you need.
You chemicals
just to get the toxin, just to get that addiction out of you.
Yeah, but they will put you into basically a chemically induced coma.
Like what they call that?
And
euthanasia, not euthanasia, but what's that word that they used to when the doctor puts you under sleep? Fucking what's the word I'm looking for here?
Yeah, a chemically induced coma.
Yeah,
and then they will
anesthesia.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for surgery. No, they put you in that type of coma to where, and they feed you whatever they think you need to get your body weaned off of whatever addiction you have. And then if you wake up, like you sign a waiver.
Yeah, I bet you it's a pretty high percentage of people who wake up. I bet you most people wake up.
Yeah, but after that, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, that's a good strategy.
After that, it's up to you.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Don't put you out there with your own willpower.
No, yeah, see, I don't need that. If I didn't have willpower, I would need that. But since I got willpower, I'm gonna self-induce a 30-day break. Now, instead of going and getting the
fucking props to you, man.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's gonna save
props
me a few bucks.
You.
Yeah,
legit.
I need to do it. And I'm not quitting drinking forever, but it's a will test. It's a will test. I just gotta make sure I'm in control. That's what the point of a will test is. It's just to remember who the fuck is in control.
You are, brother. You are. You know that.
And tonight,
Sometimes I get things run a little bit too far. You got to remember who's in control. If you're gonna play, you
I
got to
mean,
be able
yeah,
to
you do the
feel
drugs. Don't let the drugs do you. Make your money. Don't let the money make you.
boom.
that's a good one.
Fuck bitches, get money. I don't know.
Yeah, Boogie. Oh my God, guys, we got 3 minutes left, and it was such an honor to talk to you guys.
Where's
Where did John,
this guy?
whatever his name, what's his name?
Kartik?
Jon Snow. He's
Did he leave?
No,
not
he's just
Kartik. Whoever asshole was in the fucking chats.
yeah, he's still there. He's just listening, but he's not talking shit. He just ran his mouth and then he went quiet.
Jonathan, call in, John.
You got 2 minutes,
Oh,
John. Come on, John. I'm gonna invite him. Come on, Jon Snow. Fuck willpower.
Invite him.
You got 3 will champions right here. You got 3 will champions.
defeated death on our own, man.
Yeah, you want to talk shit about willpower? You don't know nothing. Yeah, no. I think he admits defeat. I think he admits defeat.
Wah, 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 wah.
Come on, Jon Snow. All right, guys, we're gonna end it. We gotta end it. We gotta put a bow on this show.
Man.
But I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this audio because you guys are fucking amazing, and you guys are fucking legends in the game, folks. You guys are legends in the game, folks. All right, y'all. This has been Rico Rocks. I am honored to have y'all. Take care.
Boogie Nights. Peace.
Good night, bro.
Spicolli, nice seeing you.
You gonna hop somewhere?
That one might be mine. That one right there.
I don't even know what's on.
Just because you name him
I
Darren
don't
don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this
I'm gonna find
baby's name
somewhere.
is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white
They'll run into
That is a Slavic baby, a Viking from Iceland. That's a good. That baby got 730 as a credit rating right now as an infant. You know, let me explain to you the math. I've been in here 16 consecutive years. You know how long consecutive is, don't you? Okay, so
I love.
right after the motherfucking other, because I ain't never missed a day. So clearly you've been having some contact with
Cat Williams.
you brought in here. His glasses are certainly grown. I've never seen a baby with that type of prescription.
Rico Rocks, you take care of yourself, man. Good luck
Thank
on
you.
your journey.
Thank you, Boogie. Honored to
And
have you.
I'll check in on you. How's that?
Yeah, please do. I'll always welcome
Will
you with
do.
open arms. Always welcome you with open arms.
Just don't ever play Creed.
All right. I promise I won't.
All right. Take care, man.
Peace out, brother.
In front of the nice white gentleman and your mother. So, could I please speak to my black son privately, please? If that be okay with you, Trina? I mean, meaning no disrespect, sir. Hope to work for you one day when I get out.
Come on, baby. Raggedy hair.
Look, excuse me, son. This is my first white baby.
What's up, man?
I'm in a jam.
What?
There was a gambling incident, and I need, like, 13,000 cigarettes, preferably 6,000 of those non-menthol, and then, like, 5,000 pineapple fruit cups. That's worth about $2,000 on the open street market. If you can handle that for me, I appreciate it.
Darren, what are you talking about?
Well, see...
3 in the morning.